Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, JPM.Cuisine. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. Today I've got a little bit of a weird unboxing. It's not weird, actually. It's a combo set unboxing, and it's from Your Sharp Choices. You can check them out on Amazon, and as always, I will leave everything in the description box below. Go ahead and get it out of this bag. So this is actually a combo set that includes the chef's knife and a honing rod. I don't have much information about Your Sharp Choices that I can share with you. I'll leave links to everything within the description box itself. But without further ado, let's get into this. So we've got a black box in a bag with some instructions here. YourSharpChoices.com is the website. It says chef knife made in China. Do not use harsh abrasive cloth or steel wool. Do not use it on glass or ceramic worktop, of course. And always dry immediately with a cloth. So let's get into this. So a nice stiff brand new box. Ooh, look at that. We have a honing rod. Wow. The handle of that feels almost like a toy with a key, or not a key ring, but with a ring on it and not much of a tip on there. And then we've got our chef's knife with a tip that sort of came off. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pair while we're at it. So there's not much information I can give you on Your Sharp Choices. Let's just take a look at it. I believe the entire set's $40 online. But we have the chef's knife, and we have the close to an 8-inch honing rod. Very close. And it's a little bit of a unique knife in itself in terms of the handle. It's like a bubble handle. We'll get to this in a little bit, but it's like a bubble handle with stainless steel ring or wrap in the center, stainless butt, stainless bolster. It's a short bolster. Choil is almost octagonal, or it has a segmented feel and a rather thick spine, but at least it's polished. And there you have it. The handle itself, it's supposed to be sort of like a rubber, but it feels really smooth to the touch. Maybe when it gets wet or something, it will give you a little bit more grip, but the stainless steel feels a little bit more tacky than the rubber itself.
Yes, I just smelled this handle.
No
Please
smell
appreciate
or
that.
No strong scent to that rubber. Let's check out the honing rod. Rather thin handle itself on the honing rod. That feels like it might break if you drop it, but it's not what I'm accustomed to in terms of a honing rod handle itself. Take a look at the edge. It looks like there's a little bit of a dent or a ring on this one. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks maybe like there was no issue. Maybe it's just a light. I don't know. We'll see. No, it's right there. Looks like there's a little nick right there. Directions from the gentleman who contacted me was to go ahead and run it along the honing rod a few times just to see. And okay, let's go ahead and get into the weight of these. So the honing rod itself, again, it feels very light. We're looking at 109 grams for the entire honing rod itself. The handle feels like balloon bubble plastic almost. It's still hard, but it just doesn't feel like it's very solid. The grip here, I mean, it's comfortable bubble grip. Let's see, 183 grams. So not too bad in terms of chef's knife. It fairly average, a little bit maybe on the light side. Check out the balance. It's handle heavy, but the balance is right there behind the choil, as you can see. A little bit handle heavy. And let's get into some magazine paper cutting. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I don't have very high hopes with that edge, but we'll find out for sure. Yeah, right, that's exactly the spot where it hung up on. Not very clean in that sense, and you can feel whenever you run across that, but I mean, it's not too bad out of the box. Of course, this test with magazine paper isn't all that informative. Let's try the rolled paper. See what we get. Definitely get some cardboard there, and man, right there is where we hit that stop. So I went a little deep with that. Let's keep going. Okay. Go from here. Not much of an edge there. There we go. And then we rip. Every time it hits right there is where it starts ripping. So even though the honing rod is there, an inconsistent grind on it is almost going to require more delicate work on the stone. But you can feel it right here where it's just gripping, and you can feel some rollover on that. Anyways, still passes the sharpness test out of the box. Even if there is some issues with the knife itself, it can still manage to cut through magazine paper, so take that for what it's worth. Okay, let's go ahead and cut this tomato, and it feels pretty good. I mean, it's not too bad in the hands. I think because it's not a name brand that we're aware of, or that I'm aware of, that maybe we're giving it a little bit discredit to it, but I think it was the honing rod is what really sent me through a loop on this one, just because that handle on that honing rod. Let's see, can't untighten it. So, and the grooves on the honing rod are fairly well pronounced. Not a very strong tip, so it won't really grab into anything, but let's go ahead and see how this does on the tomato test. Okay.
Guys, this is exactly why I use the tomato test. Some people use the grape test, whatever it is. It will cut paper. It won't cut a tomato.
Pass.
That's the test.
So we're sharp here, not so much back here. Okay. Give it a couple more runs. Get that first slice out. What we can do here.
Guys, I don't know why I didn't just give up here. I should have just given up. I mean, obviously, this knife is not doing the job.
It's a little bit
but,
there.
you know, for you guys, I'm going to try.
It'll cut. I'll push through. I've got to put a little bit more pressure down on the tomato to get it to cut through. But it doesn't have sort of that razor sharp feel. Definitely getting a lot more drag in it. There we go. It's trying. A little thick in there. I'm really having to push down, and you're gonna see the uneven cuts as I'm having to push the tomato down in order to make it go through. I am not getting just like a razor sharp cut through here, and this part right here just feels dull. So even though they give you the honing rod, it just doesn't appear that we're getting what we want out of it. Let's try that now. Okay. And a little bit of a cut in there. I don't appear to be doing it much justice in my honing. I don't think any number of strokes on a honing rod is going to fix this edge out the box. That's about it. I mean, again, I'll leave in the comments. I wish I had more information on this knife to provide with you, but There's not much information on the web, and there's not a lot of information available outside of what's on the Amazon page. There it is, the Your Sharp Choices 8-inch chef's knife, and probably one of the cheapest looking honing rods I've ever seen, just because of that handle. I mean, it doesn't take much to hold it anyways, so it's not like that's gonna cause the impact, but the honing rod itself just doesn't feel clean at all. Just take a look at the profile for you. We've got a very flat spot for the heel, a little bit of a belly there for some rocking if that's what you intend to use. Weight itself, I don't know. It just, for $40 for the pair.
For the price, it's in the realm of the Kuma and the Mercer culinary knives, and I just don't think it's a better value than any of those. You can pick up the knife, you can pick up a honing rod separate. This one I might avoid.
There you have it. I appreciate your time watching this video, and please feel free to leave any comments in the on the video below. See if we can get into some discussion, what you think about this knife itself. What do you think about the test that I'm doing here? Am I doing it justice, or am I being too harsh? Let me know. I'd love to have a conversation. As always, thanks for your support, and we'll see you next time.